It is common to read in the Jersey Journal stories of youth crimes and the people who they victimize. This crime is all over Jersey City. But if you travel to Ward F, the heart of the African American community, you will see gangs of youth who own the street. But crime is not limited to Ward F. A Hamilton Park resident from Ward E, which is considered a safe community, wrote a letter about witnessing 6 crimes in 6 weeks. Crime is out of hand in Jersey City. We are looking at the Jersey Journal, which did a 16-page, 6-days article on crime in Jersey City. The citizens at the NAACP meeting referred to the Jersey Journal article, as did Chief Comey and Councilwoman Richardson, who was also a former police officer. Councilwoman Richardson has similar views as the Jersey Journal, while Chief Comey views are similar to Mayor Healy, who believes crime has been reduced in Jersey City. Chief Comey believes the Jersey Journal facts were inaccurate. However, he also admits he needs 200 additional officers to combat crime in Jersey City. Mayor Healy responded to the Jersey Journal by using taxpayers' money to say crime is down in Jersey City. The residents of Ward F and other citizens around the city believe crime has increased.
We targeted guns, was one of my main objectives, because I do believe that getting the guns off the street was a major concern to Mayor Healy and a major concern of mine. We have seen a significant decrease in violent crime. We have seen a significant decrease in gun-related activity. But I do believe that we can do better. We have to be able to respond to your concerns. Now, like I said, we targeted violent crime. And so far this year, we've seen a strong reduction in robberies. We've seen a strong reduction in homicides. I mean, no, not one homicide is not acceptable to me. But a reduction in what we had last year is progress. And the progress is to get it lower still. Assaults, we've seen a dramatic decrease in the number of assaults. So it shows that proactively, the police are doing a decent job at keeping these juveniles moving. If we weren't doing any better than we did last year, those assault numbers would have increased, not decreased. One of the other things we see is we do see them decrease. We know that the patrol force is actively out there working because we see an increase in the number of quality of life offenses that are being dealt with. We see an increase in the summonses for loud radios in cars as they drive up and down the streets. We see an increase in the summonses for public drinking. We've seen an increase in arrests for prostitution. We've seen an increase in arrests for drug. So it shows that although we may not be concentrating our efforts on assaults anymore, that we're proactively now going out there and going after some of the quality of life concerns that erode the quality of life for all the residents. Juvenile crime is killing us. It's killing us. But that does not give the parent the right to abdicate their responsibility for raising their child to commit crime. I'll tell you this, I spent 10 years as a precinct detective commander, and I'll say this with a true heart. I've never seen any woman or man raise their child to kill another human being. It's the street and the decision that that child makes at that particular moment in time that causes that. And it's a decision they often regret for the rest of their lives. We have to find social agencies, ministry agencies, that can go into the home and say, well, look, we're going to help to develop some of your parenting skills or your discipline skills when it comes to dealing with your child, because we cannot do that at police agency. And we understand the fact that some of the parents have a hard time guiding their children right now, that 15 minutes after they're released. How do you stop a 17-year-old boy that's got 10 inches on you and 100 pounds from going out the door if he says, I'm going out? Ceasefire is a golden opportunity for us to give it a shot. We've gotten a lot of weapons off the street. We try to take them off before they hit the street. We put a lot of effort into covert investigations. We had some successes in the earlier part of this year. 2 instances we took off a shipment of 10 guns, 5 each time, that were to be delivered to a known drug corner in the city to be utilized by individuals on the street for no good purpose. So we're constantly combating violent crime. We try now, what we're doing is, we don't want to miss anything in the equation. We really don't want to miss anything in the equation. So we're now working on a community staff program that they start in each one of the districts, where monthly you will go to your respective district's community staff meeting, and we will show you the crime stats for the previous month. And we will tell you the volume of the calls for service we handled. Because we want to, that's an avenue where you can tell us, well, this is happening here. And then we know we have to put some of our efforts over there, but again, we're going to ask you in that forum to call us. Because that's the only time we can respond and perhaps have a positive influence on the situation, is before the situation erodes to violence.